Morning, everybody. Welcome to our 31st and final day of our micro minimizing challenge that I've been running for the month of March. I apologize a little bit if I sound a bit funny today. I got a stuffy nose, started yesterday afternoon, so if I sound a little off, sorry about that. Okay, so for our final project for the month, we are assessing two things actually. One is our purse collection and bag and tote bags and the things that we use to carry our stuff in. And the second part of the project is what do we carry in our purse daily? What do we carry around with us? And we're going to do an assessment on that. So the first part that we're going to focus on is the purse collection and bag collection that we have. So have your keep and donation areas ready. And then you're going to bring out your collection of purses. And this can be purses if you want to focus on just the one area. If you want to focus on purses, wallets, backpacks, tote bags, briefcases, whatever kind of carry bags you may have, other than not luggage, but your general daily kind of carry bags, then you can include them all in this assessment if you like, depending on probably how big your purse collection is. You don't want it to be too daunting or overwhelming, so keep it to what you feel comfortable assessing today. So you're going to pull them all out, place them all out on a table or a bed, depending on where you have your collection, so that you can just see the sheer quantity that you have. Sometimes it's quite shocking when you put them all together in one place, that you see just how many that you have. And then, of course, instead of looking at our purses as a collection or one thing, we're going to look at it as each individual item. So you're going to pick up each purse individually and just start with the one closest to you and work your way through. And you're going to ask our two questions, which is, do I love it? And does it serve a purpose? Purses generally serve a purpose, so this is where you're going to scrutinize a little bit on, how it has to be a really important kind of purpose, right? You know what I mean here. You really want to make sure that it's not just, it's a purse, of course it serves a purpose. They all do. We're going to be really, really picky and ruthless going through the purse collection. So if you don't love it and it serves no purpose, then it's obviously headed to the donate box. When you are working with your keep pile or purses that you're considering keeping, you're going to ask yourself a few more detailed questions. And that would be things like, when was the last time you used this purse or bag? Do the pockets of this purse actually work for you? I am very particular about the pockets on my purses and bags, and I'm very picky about that. So make sure that the pockets work for you, and really work for you, not just kind of work for you. Or don't settle. This isn't the place to settle. You want to know that the items in your home work for you. They serve a purpose. If you didn't have this purse, would you use another one? And I know many people have, they have the purses that match the shoes. So do you only have this purse because it matches, say, a pair of shoes or other accessories that you have? Then you're going to ask yourself, do you wear those shoes? When was the last time you wore those shoes and used this purse? Perhaps they could be donated together. Just be careful here not to get distracted then by your shoe collection, right? Come back to your purses, only deal with the shoes that go with that purse, and then go back to your purse collection. Don't get distracted by your shoes. Now, this is really, really important note, because it happens all the time. For all of the purses and bags that you are parting ways with especially, go through every single pocket open every single pocket. It is unbelievable the number of times that you hear at thrift stores that they have found jewelry or money or, you know, any kinds of things that you might open and go, oh, here's this long lost thing that I didn't know where it was. You know, and so make sure that it's a very important step, sorry, to go through every single pocket in any bag that you are parting ways with. So maintaining, now that you have reduced your purses and bags down to just what you absolutely need and what you truly appreciate, moving forward, when you have that desire, you see a bag or purse and you're like, oh, I love this and I must have it, try to kind of apply two things. One is give yourself 48 hours of think time, right? Don't, you know, try to avoid that impulse buy. Think about it, take a picture of it so that, you know, you can really kind of think about it. Or if you don't take a picture of it, you may find after 48 hours you're not even thinking about it anymore. But it gives you that step away. It removes that impulse, right? The second thing that I would encourage you to apply is that you have the one in, one out idea, right? And we've talked about this before several times over the last month. And that is, if you bring a new purse or bag into your home, which purse or bag at home are you going to part ways with and donate? Because that keeps your collection from growing again, right? It keeps it to a manageable size. So those are the two things I would encourage you to do for maintaining once you've reduced your purse or bag collection down to something reasonable. So now the second part of our challenge today is the contents of our purse. I don't know about you, but my purse used to get so heavy, and I have, you know, an issue with my shoulder, and after a while that weight of my purse would really start to irritate my shoulder quite a bit. And I would regularly have to go through my purse and empty out the contents and, you know, remove what I don't need. But I really had kind of that problem but purses hold a lot of just in case items, right? Because you don't know, you're out and about and you carry stuff just in case. And you also think that those items don't necessarily weigh a lot. So, you know, it's like, oh, it's just this little thing and this little thing and this little thing. Well, all those little things actually add up. And so it's really important to assess what you really need to be carrying with you, you know, each day whenever you leave the house. And so I actually tried a new idea, which I will share with you in just a second, because it's kind of new. I've been doing it for about a month only, but it's actually working out quite well, and I've found it to be kind of an interesting experiment, so it might be something you want to try. But first, what you're going to do is dump the contents of your purse out on the table, where you can see all of everything that you carry. Empty every single pocket out onto the table. And the first thing is, of course, you're going to discard all the garbage first, because we tend to shove all kinds of things in our purses. We've got receipts and probably Kleenex and all kinds of stuff in our purses. So take out all the garbage first, because that's really easy. Then we're going to look at each item one by one. And again, do I love this? Does this serve a purpose? It's got to answer one of those two questions if you're carrying it around with you. And remember that each one of those items carries a weight to it, right? So we want to assess that before putting things back into the bag that we carry with us all the time. So here I'm going to talk to you about the idea that I had, this experiment that I'm trying, and it's working out really well for me. And that is, I came up with the idea of a purse box. And in this box, which I have right here actually to show you, it's actually a box that is for hairdryer storage, and it's got a little spot here in the front that's kind of partitioned off where I keep the smaller items, and then I've got the bigger items in where the hairdryer would be, but it's just an acrylic box. For me, you could use a cardboard box. You could use, I started with a cardboard box, and when I started to realize that this idea was actually working for me, I wanted something a little bit nicer, you know, because I have it sitting in the front entrance of the house where it's convenient. But in this box is where I put all of my just-in-case items. All of the stuff I don't need. I've got my store loyalty cards in here. I've got masks because I don't carry those every day anymore. I've got a deck of cards. I've got my metal straw. I have a lotto ticket. I have the emery boards that I have to take when we go and get our nails done. But all of this stuff I was carrying in my purse all the time because I didn't want to forget it. I wanted to make sure I had it. I mean, we all know why we carry so much stuff in our purse, just in case. So I took it all out, and all I carry in my purse right now is my wallet that I lightened right up. All that has is my debit credit card, my ID, my health card. I carry my prescription sunglasses, my keys, a lip balm, and hand sanitizer. And that's about all I carry with me that I use regularly all the time, every day, that I should have. Now, when I leave the house, though, I do a quick assessment. And this box sits right in my front entranceway. So it is convenient right by the door. I don't have to go to the bedroom. I don't have to go hunting around for it. Now, in your home, it might be different. You might have a better space for it. But I keep mine right by the front door. Now, before I leave the house, I'll do a quick assessment. And especially because I actually keep all my store loyalty cards in my purse box. I don't carry them in my purse. So, you know, I do a quick kind of run through on the errands. And do I need any of those loyalty cards today? Where are we going? What do I need? And if there's anything I need out of that box, I grab it. The surprising thing is, I don't grab very much out of the box. I am learning super quick that these really are just in case items, and I really don't use them. Very rare. So I'm going to give it a little bit of time, probably about 3 months, and anything in 3 months from now that I have not touched in that box is going to go, because I obviously don't need it, right? These just in case things that we keep, we don't need. So here's me learning right now on what I really need to be carrying with me. So, of course, I've also learned 2 things, and that is I can find things so much faster when my purse is, you know, not carrying as much stuff, right? I carry less, so I have a whole lot more time savings in trying to find things in my purse, right? And as I mentioned, you know, most of my just in case things are just frivolous. I don't think I need them, and I'm looking forward to a couple of months from now going through and saying, yeah, don't need most of this, and off it goes. It was, and be kind of prepared for this if you try this idea. It took a couple of times to develop the habit of remembering, of course, to check, because that I had left stuff at home. And, you know, there was a couple of times I left the house and realized once I had gone out that it was like, oh, I need that. Oh, it's in the purse box at home. Oh, I forgot to check it, right? You'll do that a couple of times, and, you know, it kind of made me wonder at first if this idea was a good idea or whatever, but what I forgot at home was not, like, anything super important. Like I said, I carry my ID with me, I carry my money with me, so I you know, it wasn't anything, you know, essential, but that kind of helps you learn the habit, right? You forget things a couple of times, and then you remember, oh yeah, I should check that before I leave. And then, of course, the other important thing is when you come home, go through your purse and take those items back out of your purse, or before long you're going to have them all collected in there again, right? So remember to you know, develop the habit on both sides if this is an idea that you want to try. But it certainly has simplified my life in the way of running errands and going out. It's you know, certainly helped my shoulder. You know, I can carry my purse and it's much lighter now. I'm not carrying this big bulky bag with me everywhere. So you know, really assess what do you need to be carrying with you, and download your size so that it, you know, your items, so that it just makes sense for you. But I think you'll be very surprised at how little you need to be carrying with you all the time. All right, that is it for today, and that is actually the closing of our 31-day micro minimizing challenge. I hope you've enjoyed following along. Of course, all the videos are available on my Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube accounts. So if there were some days that you missed, or if you're just catching this video, they're all available on my channels and my feeds. So you just simply can pick another month and, you know, do the challenge any month you like. It doesn't have to be March. You can do this at any time. So I certainly appreciate everybody who's followed along and participated and gotten something out of, you know, this information that I've been sharing, and I hope you've had a little fun at the same time, but also mostly that you have felt some stress fall away as you've lightened up your load over the last month, and that you kind of see the benefit of minimizing and simplifying. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Have a great day. I'll see you again.